Hello everyone, today I will be preparing food out of this Sento Chihiro no Kamikakushi cooking book. I did consider making hakus onigiris at first, but since we do have a recipe how properly to cook the rice, I decided to start with this one. I personally know how to cook rice, but I decided to try out how the recommendation is from the book. So let's start. So those are the ingredients that I will be using. So you have water and rice and another bowl. I usually would have done this in the kitchen, but since I cannot put the camera there, I will be doing it for the sake of the video on my table. Also, if you ask how much is this as grams, usually if you are using the same cup as me, it should be around 150 grams. And to show you that, I will pour this here. And it's 151, so it's almost 150 grams. As you saw, the first thing that you had to do is submerge the rice in water. And discard it right away. So now you have to massage the rice, let's say it like this, because I remember from the video with the curry, if you have seen that, I had to explain what to do with the rice with the male host there, because he didn't know what exactly to do with it. So I explained to massage the rice. So now I will pour water again. And you do this around 2-3 times as it said in the book. So you see, on the first time it's almost clear. Now the next step is to transfer it in the rice cooker, but since I prefer to cook it actually here, I will cook it in here. Since I only put 1 cup, on the recipe it says I need 2 cups of the same for 1 cup of rice. I usually cook it a bit different, but depending on the recipe, I will do that. Now I will use a scale just because I don't want to wet the cup since it's wood and it's the only one that I have. So here I usually put it on 4 in the beginning and check it from time to time. When the rice is almost ready, I usually turn off the heat because the stove is electric, so it will contain the heat for a while. As well, the pot itself is ceramic, so it will contain the heat as well for a longer time. That's why the cooking of the rice will be prepared like this. So let's check. So as you see, we have a bit more water. So in that time, I prefer turn the heat off and cover again and leave it to cook. Usually I'm not sure, but here from the hole you get the steam out. So usually this is also an indicator for me that the rice is almost ready.